Your choices are all your own. Win or lose, you try again. The secret. Welcome back. Okay, I'm here.
Take two.
Yeah. That's messed up. Okay, so today we're gonna do accountability. Oh my goodness. Now this one is a very important step in becoming a better you. So accountability to me means taking responsibility for anything you may make anyone feel. However, it's also being able to securely own your mistakes, apologize for your mistakes, and actually change and correct the behavior that could be affecting you. Now, most times we don't like to admit that we're wrong. That's just as simple as I can put it. Most people do not like to admit that they are wrong. I feel like we've kind of been trained up that, okay, cover all the wrong that I do, and people lie for you, say you didn't do it, or whatever the case may be. But that was just the wrong teaching, period. You're supposed to be accountable for any wrong that you do and actually work to change the behaviors so that you can be the best you that you can be. But, what you got to say?
I agree with that. Accountability is a dying art. But within this covenant, we're going to bring that back and hold those around us to a standard of accountability as well for their actions, and expect them to do the same in return towards us, regardless of what it is or how tough it may be. Because being accountable to me is with the way I am now. It's it's a big deal. It's comforting, telling, being accountable, i.e. you could say telling the truth. That way you ain't got nothing to worry about covering up or trying to find a way to match this in with, whatever it may be. Just stay accountable and stay truthful. You ain't really got nothing to worry about. So, I say that's my take. And that's towards that's towards anybody, man, woman, especially with people with kids. With people with kids, gotta hold yourself to an even higher standard of accountability, because you don't want the kids coming up, not knowing what accountability look like, and we see what accountability don't look like. So let's work towards showing these kids and yourselves and people around you what accountability look like, and I guarantee you that's a more fulfilling, wholesome view than current and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm real big on accountability. Trust me, she know. That's why we're here now.
We both had to be accountable.
I've always been accountable.
No, not at all.
You want to hear it,
yeah, in your own way. Accountability is also being transparent.
Man,
being forthcoming with all information, even information you don't think is important. Anything that you can think of that could affect anything, any parts of your happiness or joy, just being transparent along with the accountability. But yes, if we leave you with anything, do be the best you by being accountable and really working on what accountability is to you and what it can do for your life in all areas, not just your romantic life, but in your work life, in your
Your
parenting life.
Your life in general. Just be accountable.
Yes, all around.
It'll trickle down into everything else. It starts with you though.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. And then it'll trigger, like I said, it'll trigger down to everything else in your life. And you can see the difference in actually holding yourself accountable. Then instead of just lying to yourself, like, oh, it's gonna be this if I did it that way, or nah, just keep it truthful, and it'll be easy for you.
Yeah, because you was truthful. You can say you ain't lied about
Because
nothing.
you ain't gotta come up with no story about telling
and
the
they
damn
gotta
truth.
accept it. They either accept it or they don't, and it's face value. And sometimes people can't accept whatever your truth or accountability may be, and they may, leave you alone. However, you were accountable, you're gonna feel much better. I know I feel much better being accountable, and being able to say, okay, I was wrong for that. I need to change that.
Yeah, check yourself.
Yes, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Time looking at that mirror.
Yes, you really gotta start with yourself. You can't start with everybody around you.
Like Jackson said,
I know we can see everybody else's flaws.
Time to make a change.
But sometimes we don't see our own. And it's time for us to start seeing our own flaws and correcting our own behaviors.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, start with you. You can't start with nobody else to pick nobody else apart. Start with yourself. And you'll see everybody else start to change around you and follow suit because they'll
At some point they will.
Yeah. I think
they will. It's going to be tough for them, but you'll start to see it.
They will.
Yeah, they'll start to do it.
All right.
So we gotta people, as she said in previous videos, the village. So those in our village know who you are. And those who may enter the village, you will be held accountable for any and all action.
Moms, parents,
everybody is held to this light. Ain't nobody excluded. So
siblings, everybody.
Be ready for that. Be ready for change.
Let's be accountable. I
call it the 2026 and beyond.
All right.
So yeah.
Bye bye.
I can pay for this.